This is my 1907 grandfather clock that I have inherited from my cousin. And today I'll be sharing this clock for y'all. And it's 119 years old, and there's a bit of debate on its actual age because, as we all know, that these... Oh, there goes a flower. I actually have decorated this clock on purpose because I thought I'd give it a feminine look. That aside, it's a Bim Bam clock, so it doesn't chime Westminster, and it chimes every chimes every half hour and full hour. So it chimes at the 30, and of course the oh, this is military time, as you've noticed, which I think is quite helpful for me because I tried learning that, and this clock will actually at least help me. Let me see if I can get the inside flashlight turned on. As you can see in here, this inside the clock, and it's handcrafted completely. And as we all know from that era, these clocks were, of course, not made in the factories, mass-produced. I don't think that came up until the 50s. I could be wrong, maybe 40s. And this clock ticks quite loudly, I'll say that, because it's pretty large. And this pendulum here, I have it set about right, so it's gonna keep track. Use weights. Now, this grandfather clock, when I got this weight, it was actually like that, because I'm not sure what exactly happened, but all I know was when I inherited the grandfather clock, there's the other grandfather clock chiming, but it had this wire in there, so I guess my cousin probably did a DIY build, because we're gonna get parts like this anymore. That's what I'm saying. Now, what's cool about this casing's door is that it actually bulges outwards like a magnifying scope, which I think is interesting. Let's just do it right here. I'm not gonna touch the glass, but I think that's interesting. And you can tell this is handcrafted because someone's depth was put into this. Hand-carved flowers. I wonder if this is like a necklace design, but I don't know. So the contradiction on the age is a bit fishy, because when I asked my cousin about it, he told me that it was from the year 1907. And this grandfather clock wasn't in our family from 1907. It was actually brought in as an antique because one of my great aunts had owned an antique store, and this grandfather clock makes its appearance somewhere in the 50s in my family. That's what I can understand. It's been around the country for a bit. Swapped locations a lot from, I think, Missouri, Minnesota. But the parts are made from Germany, and as you all know, this clock, again, I believe it was made, again, my theory, kind of, like what they said, I do believe it was made before World War II, because there is actually German imperial stuff in there, not actual related to the war, but German Empire emblems in there, which I think is really interesting. It's the classic one with the eagle before World War II came around and gave all those symbols out, but this is one of the oldest stuff I have, and in fact, this isn't the oldest thing I own. This is actually the second oldest thing. The first oldest thing I own is this piano here. This piano dates back to 1904. It's a bit messy, because we're moving stuff around in here, but I decided this would be kind of a informal video for any of those wondering about this clock you've seen, and that will probably about do it for y'all, so see ya.